Alright guys, so I'm currently in central Bangkok coach station and I'm heading to Vientiane, Laos, which is a country just north of Thailand. Just to give you guys a quick recap as to what happened to me a few days ago, 3 days ago to be exact. My intention was to head to Vietnam, to Ho Chi Minh, Saigon. That was on Friday. Friday also happened to be the 31st, which was my last day on my visa in Thailand. When I showed up to the airport in Bangkok, I went to the Bamboo airline desk and she asked me for my passport. I gave that to her. And then she asked me for my visa consent form. I didn't have a visa consent form for Vietnam. Anyway, I was turned away. I missed my flights. My flight was $50 or 50 euros, which wasn't too bad, thank God. And fast forward 3 days, I'm now in Bangkok's bus station or coach station, and I'm heading to Vientiane, Laos. Here's where the trouble is. Here's my predicament. The 31st, the day I was leaving to go to Vietnam, is the last day of my visa. Thailand has very strict penalties for people who overstay their welcome. I am in a position where I have to leave the country immediately. One of the penalties is that for every day that you overstay your visa, you have to pay 500 baht. That's probably about $13 or 13 euros, something like that. And I've overstayed my welcome for 3 days. So I've got to cough that up either way. However, there are new rules that have been put in place recently over the last year or two, and it's a little bit worrying for me. Now, I want to return to Thailand at some point, after Laos maybe, or maybe I'm just going to head to the Philippines and check that out. But I don't want to be banned from entering Thailand. I love Thailand. What happened to me was a mistake. It was an honest mistake. I think they're going to be a little more lenient on me because of that. I heard horror stories of people overstaying their welcome 90 days and they get banned for 10 years and all sorts of crap. And I don't want that to be me. So they're going to be more lenient with you if you surrender yourself. If you go to the immigration office or if you're leaving the country, they consider that to be surrendering yourself, as opposed to if you're caught overstaying. If they track you down somehow, you know, they track down your passport that's being used in hotels or hostels or wherever you're staying, or if you're caught like in some sort of like a police raid, or if you're arrested for some sort of disorderly conduct, that is considered being caught overstaying. But the list of rules goes a bit like this. When surrendering at airport immigration, when leaving Thailand, which is what I'm gonna do, overstay of less than 90 days equal 500 baht. Maximum fine is 20,000 baht. Overstay of more than 90 days equal 1 year ban from Thailand and a fine of 20,000 baht. Overstay of more than 1 year equal 3 years ban from Thailand and 20,000 baht fine. Overstay of more than 3 years equal 5 years ban from Thailand and a 20,000 baht fine. Overstay of more than 5 years equal a 10-year ban from Thailand and a 20,000 baht fine. So it's pretty brutal. You don't want to be staying, and it's difficult for them to find you or track you down unless, you know, they're looking for you. It's easy to get relaxed and decide that you want to stay a while longer, and when you decide to leave the country, they can easily detain you if you don't have the money. Okay, and then secondly, when you're caught overstaying by the authorities, an overstay of 1 day to 1 year equal 5 years ban from Thailand and a 500 to 20,000 baht fine. Okay, so I'm not gonna get caught overstaying. I'm surrendering myself. So as scary as that sounds, overstay of 1 day to 1 year equal 5 years ban, I'm actually surrendering myself, so I don't think I'll fall into that category. And then overstay more than 1 year equal 10 years ban from Thailand and a 20,000 baht fine. So the scary part about this situation for me is that I'm heading to Laos right now. I'm taking a bus that's 2 hours from now. It's now 5:30 in the evening and my bus leaves at 7:30. Once I get to the border, the Thai authorities are going to be checking my passport, and then they're going to ask me why I've overstayed by 3 days. I've got proof of why I've overstayed by 3 days, because I've missed my flights on the 31st, which was the last day of my visa. Hopefully, with that being a reasonable excuse, they're not gonna ban me. I'm probably gonna get my fine. They're gonna let me out of the country if Lao lets me into the country, which they probably will. And then if I do plan on coming back to Thailand, I shouldn't have any problems because I've paid my fine. I've given them a reasonable excuse, and everything should be okay. Nobody's taking their bags, so I'm gonna leave my bag on board, and let's see what happens here. I don't know which one is for foreigners.